Hello and welcome. My name is Peacekeeper, better known as PK, on this server at least. And welcome to the first of hopefully many new episodes of JustEreborThings, where I want to bring you, a little bit closer to our build of Erebor, 100% survival, multiplayer server. I think the difficulty is set to medium at the moment, or better, it never changed. And this has been going on for 26 months now, and has been lots of work. There's been many people involved, many had their hands on this, but it's more or less the vision of a single man, TheGreek, who built, well, let's say 80% of this on his own. He mined out more than 1 million blocks of stone. 1 million blocks. And this is the result of 26 months work. You can't imagine the sheer scale of it all if you haven't worked on it as well. I personally am responsible for some of this entrance hall, lots of the outside of the mountain. I started the scale of it. This wasn't my fault. Yeah. But there's also been help from many other people. Most notably Jack Minecraft, who hasn't been on that much recently. Then Who's His Name, who has done a lot of work in the most recent parts of Erebor. Crunchy, who's currently designing the front statues, because the old ones are only about half the size we need them. And JC and Poseidon, who have been our main video recorders previously, but due to a lack of time they couldn't, they had to give it up more or less lately. Poseidon still makes some sporadically, and his latest video of Erebor is an amazing piece of art. Just have a look at it, it's in the description, and you might enjoy JC's videos as well. They show the progress of this mountain so far, and in my little episodes I want to show you some of the stuff that gets more or less neglected during these epic scale grand video things that everybody loves so much. So we're currently heading towards the top of Erebor. This is a completely new section done by TheGreek. It's behind the front face of Erebor, and it's the start of all these fancy walkways and things that you can see in the movies, and it's starting to look pretty good, even though it's still not even properly started. Greeky built this in less than a week. He's insane. Same goes for this part of the build. It's, in my opinion, looking really grand. And this is the, you could say the very top of Erebor at this time. If we go through these hallways here, keep in mind that this is all far above ground. We're here on Y level 185, so there's still room up top. But yes, the sheer scale of this mountain is insane. Mostly every block you can see here has been placed by hand, has been mined by hand before that, and it's been a pretty epic quest at even thinking about building this, let alone creating it. As I said previously, it has taken 26 months, even though the first cornerstones were laid out even before that, way before that. to eat. Here you can see the Grand Hall, which is basically, I think, 400 blocks in diameter, and it's been one of the most ambitious projects when it has been built, but ever since more and more stuff has been added to Erebor. Excuse my slow speed, I'm currently not flying because many people said in to other videos, commented on other videos, that if this was on survival server, why are the people recording everything flying? So I tried capturing some of it from the point of view of a builder. Let's continue with the mines section. This has been one of the most recent additions. If you have seen the old videos of Erebor, you probably saw the previous mines that TheGreek built. And with the addition of this new side arm of the mountain, which has been laid out by a good friend of ours, Ilex, a few months back, even a year I think, you will see that, yes, we expanded it significantly in the last 2 weeks or so, and it is an amazing sight. We also have to torch everything up here. You just saw it's shooting at me. Yes, torches have been few and far in between. We're always working on getting everything lit up, but as you might understand, the scale of this thing is this massive. After a recent count by our admin FryMaster, I'm using BlockLog, which is one of the few things we have installed on our server, for player security of course. More than 100,000 torches, 100,000 torches have been placed here in this mountain on a, yeah, it's a square of about 1,800 by 1,800 blocks. This is the new mining area. This used to be a lake down here on this level, but it has been since filled in by TheGreek. And look at this scale. This is about 100 to 150 blocks at its highest points, which are in the back I think. But this continues all the way to the very front of Erebor. So we're harnessing space most efficiently. Whoops. And of course we're also harnessing pre-existing tunnels and ravines, maybe expanding that twice, maybe expanding them a bit. But yeah, you can see the ravines that existed here previously. It's 2 ravines above each other, and they have been harnessed to create a part of this extensive mine shaft system, which is of course again mostly built by hand. These tunnels here are all dug, and yeah, this is the main walkway, which I won't leave for now, for falling down that hole twice. And you get lost pretty quickly here if you didn't build it. I built the outer shell, but what TheGreek has done since, he expanded so much to it, and it's insane. You can get lost. It literally takes Minecraft days to cross this mountain. because it's so, yeah, it's a maze. And this is the raw build of it. It will still receive some attention to detail. Over there you can see a little lake. There's perhaps going to be some kind of water wheel driving some machines. And of course, there will be minerals in the walls. Here you see the sheer scale. You can see it rendering in the distance. I have my settings maxed out, but my PC isn't the newest anymore, so I think it can't handle it for now while I'm recording this video. For those of you interested, by the way, I'm recording at a set of 30 frames with Nvidia Shadow something. I just discovered this. Hint of Poseidon. But it seems to work pretty well so far. You can hear the fire in the sides. It's got more than 2,000 fire blocks here, which are mostly used to light up the lower halls and the industrial area, which we will come to soon. You can see how long it takes just to cross these mines here. This is the oldest part of the mines. This is all artificially placed above us. And most people will recognize from the height we're currently at. It's Y56. We're not far below ground here. And this expands into every direction. This goes all the way to the northern entrance near spawn, which is another 1,000 blocks this way. Here we have an elevator going up. It's for carts, but sadly Minecraft physics don't allow moving elevators. Hence we need to take the stairs, or where did the ladder go? There it is. Yes, and I just noticed there's been another addition to this. This way down is the newest part of this back of the mine. It doesn't only lead to spawn, but also in another mine, in a ravine that's been turned over. And some will recognize this, or might recognize this from the movies. Smog, the dragon Smog, escapes from the underground mines where he's chasing dwarves into some kind of industrial area. And this is about this area here. At least we considered it to be this area. There's gonna be stairs all over the place here. For now I have to take the water to get up. This leads up into industrial area and will be covered. This area here will be covered with an iron gate, just like in the movie. We're trying to get close to in the movie, not copying it, but get close. And over here is industrial area, which Greeky always dubs as my baby. So he means me. But to be honest, he's gotten his hands on it as well. These furnaces were all his design. The bridge and some of the ideas are also adopted from him. And the greatest part of it all, the ceiling. I'm not sure you can see this, but it's not a flat ceiling, it's all stone and rocky surfaces in order to reflect real stone or rock. Down here you can see the smelting process going. And this is another section of the industrial that will be expanded on in the future. And this leads to another entrance to the mines, which will be the last thing I show you in this video. And after that, we'll see how good this video is, and maybe you'll get the next one in a month. And until then, Greeky might have finished his mountain, or he might have done nothing. Not sure. Yes, that is the site where there was the lake previously, so we're now upstairs from this old elevator that he first built. But since we had another idea, instead of using this grand space we have here, I mean, look up, it would be a shame using that up by building an elevator in it. Instead we try to harness our mountains architecture from the outside. And this is gonna be a lift going up for minecarts. On the side we will have some place for supply lines going over to the... excuse me. Going over into the mines, where the carts or chests will be filled and brought back up to be processed in the industrial and then sent out into Dale or any other city. And further down the line, yeah, here's the mines. And here we have my latest edition, just to harness the rest of space we had here. It's a more or less grand mine shaft which collapsed. And that's it for now. More about Erebor, more updates about Erebor can be found in my channel, Poseidon's channel, JC's channel. It won't have many updates anymore, I fear, due to private reasons, which we all find bad, because his videos were awesome. And yeah, thank you for watching. A link to the overhead map is also in the description, so you can see his build. And if you Google TheGreek or my name, you will certainly find our server in no time. Good night.